Hello? Is this thing on? Anyone there? Hello Flosstube, this is Kate, Madam Ice, and welcome back to my channel. Like, seriously, welcome back because it's been forever. I have a bunch of stitching to show you. I know that's really surprising considering it's been, like 4 months since I've shown you anything. I'm not sure if I'm going to show you everything I've done because I just don't remember at this point, but we'll go through the things that were easily accessible for me. I am really excited to be filming another video again. I have missed doing this. What can I say? Life, craziness, holidays. We're over it. It's getting warm here in Charleston, South Carolina, which is where I am. It's like a really beautiful 70-degree day outside. I should say it is Friday, March 12th, 2021, just in case it's another, year or two before I come back again. Just kidding. I'll try really hard not to do that. But yeah, anyways, it's a really nice day. I started a new position a couple weeks ago on March 1st. So that's exciting. So apparently this is what I do now. When I get my hair colored, I floss too, so y'all can enjoy it with me. So I changed the colors because it's spring and I'm excited, and new job and new things and whatever. So I'm all motivated right now. We're just going to roll with it and film this floss tube. So why don't I just get started? I don't really know what I've worked on since last time. I don't know. I have a lot of things. So I guess I should just tell you that my focus is the last couple months. Now I haven't been stitching as much as I was. I really haven't watched any FlossTube at all, though I need to watch Rocio's, that's Cocohamas Stitchery, Rocio's Whip Parade that she posted today. I'm really excited about that, so I'm going to make sure that I watch that tonight. And also Kyle's back. Kyle's Stitching and Sound. He came back after a year hiatus of us not being able to see his beautiful face. So if Kyle can come back after a year, I can floss tube now after a few months. So anyways, beside the point, I haven't really been watching that much FlossTube. I haven't really done anything for the shop lately. It's just been kind of a lull for me, but I can feel it. I'm coming out of it. So here we go. My focus is for how I decide what to stitch on. I am participating in the zombie run in Daily 30. Daily 30 is a closed Facebook group, so I'm sorry. But the zombie run is her annual year-long event for this year. I don't need to explain the whole thing, but essentially there's 4 projects that you have to work on throughout the year. You have to work on each one of them a little bit per month, and that's it. So I've been using those for a bit because I've been trying to focus on that. I've been trying to focus on my Whip Go, but y'all, I'm behind. I don't know if I could catch up at this point, but we'll see. I'm going to keep trying. I'll keep trucking on it. And of course, just a few other projects that I'm just excited to work on. So sorry, I just keep talking and forgetting to show you what's actually being stitched. Here you go. So first up, this is Magic is on the Way by LoLaLotta shop. This is one of the zombie runs, so it's gotten just a little bit of love every month. And here it is so far. It's hard to see But down here, I'm working on the door in the white of the stairwell right now. It's not showing up super great on here. I don't know. It kind of depends. As I move it, it kind of shows. But on this piece, right, I'm just working on doing all this white stitching for now. There's a whole lot of back stitch. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a whole lot of back stitch on this piece. This castle, all of this is just back stitched with different amounts, different quantities of strands of floss. So yeah, it'll be a lot of back stitching when I get there, but I gotta slog through all this white staircase first. So that's what I've been working on with that. And next up, another zombie run piece. This is my oldest whip. It is Garden in Blue by the Design Connection. And I had grand plans of like being able to definitely get this done this year. I don't know about that, but I have pretty much finished the border. My next thing I think I'm going to work on is trying to connect here to here just to make sure that I counted correctly. I'll just do it with the green vinies and then fill in around it later. But yeah, this is where I am on it. I thought that I was going to be able to get one of these blocks done per month, and so I tried really hard in January and I got most of this one done, and clearly I didn't even start the one that I was going to start for February, and now it's March. I'm still not done with the border. You can see where this is going. I don't know if I'll get it done this year like I had hoped, but we will see. If my motivation keeps going like it is right now, I could. I really could. Next piece in the zombie run is Tiger Lily by Nora Corbett. And so I've worked on her just a little bit each month. When I say each month, it's still like pretty close to the beginning of March. So I have not worked on them for March. By a little bit each month, I mean I worked on it a little bit in January and a little bit in February. That's it. But a little is better than none, right? And here she is. Ooh, this fabric looks interesting in this light. I got a new contraption for Flosstube for Christmas from my dad and stepmom. It's like actually pretty cool. It clamps onto my desk. It holds my phone for me, and then it's got 2 lights on it. But I'm wondering if I chose the... Oh no. God. That's pretty... I look like a ghost in this light. I think this is the best light for skin, but maybe not the best light for the fabrics. It's a little bit better. It's more green than it's showing. This is showing like really tan. At least when I look at it in my camera. But anyways, here she is. I started her wings and the top of her dress there, and I realized I miscounted a little bit on that 1/1 on her hands, so don't look so close because it will get stitched over. That's fine, but I'm not picking out the 1/1 because I don't know, I just hear bad things happen when you try to do that. I was advised against it by Nicole from Nicole's Needlework. So I don't know about y'all, but if Nicole tells me to do something, I'm gonna do it. And by do something, I mean tell me not to do something, then I won't do it. You know. Oh no. A bobbin of white floss on the ground. Where did it come from? Where? I think it came from in here. Yep, definitely magic is on the way. Okay. trying to be more careful about that. Next up, I would love to show you, oh, you know what? This is actually a finish. It's a restart and a finish, like mini finish and a start for you. So this is all very exciting. This is my stitching book club. Right now, Stitching Book Club, which if you go, I know people sometimes have troubles finding it for some reason, but if you go to Etsy and you just search Stitching Book Club, it'll pop up. But the designer is Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts. It's just, for some reason, that doesn't like to show up on Etsy as well for some people. So if you just go ahead and search Stitching Book Club, and then you can get to her shop from there. Anyways, if you remember, because I'm doing no new starts, I have decided to do all the Stitching Book Club stuff on one big piece of fabric, which is great. And then I didn't like that fabric actually, so I got myself a brand new huge piece of fabric. So yes, it's just as big as the last one, but I'm doing the Stitching Book Club stuff on this instead. So here is the Stitching Book Club logo, which I believe I showed you started last time, and I assured you that it showed up better in person than it did on the camera on that brown fabric I had it on. Only slightly. I have to admit, I kind of lied to y'all. I was trying to convince myself it was fine. It wasn't fine. So I switched over to new fabric, and I like this much better. So I finished that little logo. I just took it out of the Q-snap, so unfortunately there's a Q-snap line there. And then I'm started on Sense and Sensibility. Part 2 is out right now, and I am still working on getting caught up. This time around, when part 2 came out, I was able to finish the book section reading, so I could participate in the discussion questions, but I had not finished the stitching yet. So I'm trying to get caught up on it, get both parts 1 and 2 done by the next discussion day, which is March 27th, which is a special day for me. It's my birthday. But anyway, so what was I going to say? How many of you guys are doing this? Are you guys participating in the Stitching Book Club? Are you just stitching? Are you just reading? Are you doing both? Are you an all-star and keeping up with both? Let me know. I'm curious. I am enjoying this book. I wasn't sure if I would like it, but I am actually enjoying it so far. The younger sister, Marianne, for some reason, she just really reminds me of Anne of Green Gables. And I really like those books. And so I think that her like over-the-top emotional outburst, it just reminds me of Anne of Green Gables. So I hope that wasn't too loud. I'm sorry. Okay, next up, we're going to fly through these guys. I'm on a mission today. Okay, this is Mini Oak King by Hayde, artwork by Ann Stokes. So there he is. And here is my progress, which I'm pretty sure I have more progress than last time you saw it. Here it is. Oh, I'm definitely sure I have more progress than last time you saw it. This is one of the Whipco draws. It was drawn in January, and the goal was 1,500 stitches. And I got like 1,100 done. And then I was determined I would catch up in February, which I didn't, of course. And then he was drawn again for March for another 1,500 stitches. So I've got some work to do. Ladies and gents, got some work to do, but you can clearly see that this is the first page now, and this is the page break, and I'm getting to interesting things. But anyways, any whoosy whatsy. Oh, another great Christmas present I got. my husband got me a tablet so I can have Pattern Keeper like all the cool kids. And it is as good as everyone says. I had Pattern Keeper before, but it was on my laptop, and that was just a struggle because it was annoying to have my laptop open next to me the whole time, really. And a tablet is much more conveniently tiny. So, anyways, got a tablet, got it specifically for Pattern Keeper, and it does make stitching on the Hades much more enjoyable. Okay, next up, Eliza Cox by Hands Across the Sea. And it was drawn in January, and I was supposed to do 10 hours, I think, of work on her. And I got the 10 hours done in January, and then it was called again in February, and I got like 2 hours done. So I have some catching up to do for February's Look Go Draw for Eliza. But it's pretty exciting. I got some like milestones done on it here. So I am officially all the way across the top of this piece, and am starting to work down over on this left hand side here, and got to some of these little teeny tiny 1/1 words. So look at those little words. I don't know if is that blurry? There, that might have fixed it. Right now, this is supposed to be There's a Modest Little Flower to Friendship Ever Dear is the first 2 lines. But that's 1/1 full cross on 46 count. So, you know, it's kind of a pain. Kind of a pain. But, I mean, someday, maybe before I die, I'll finish Eliza, maybe, so that I can start on Ann Thomas, because once you finish one giant sampler with a huge weird bird in the middle of it, you gotta jump right into another one. At least that's what I always say. Always. Next up is Beauty and the Beast from Thomas Kincaid. I forgot to get the cover. Here it is. So from the Disney Dreams collection, Beauty and the Beast. There. Da, 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 da. And I had a little bit of a tragedy on this, but it won't be too bad of a tragedy. So, let me explain. You can see I gridded all the way across on this piece. I gridded all the way down. Turns out I didn't count my grids correctly, so I didn't have enough. So turns out I had to add a few rows of grid over here, which means now I've got like an inch. Got like an inch over here, maybe 1.25 inches. Enough for framing, not enough for comfort. It'll have to do, because look at how much of this sucker I got done. Are you kidding? So the whole first page is done, and a good chunk of the second page is done. And I worked all the way across over here just to like appease my own anxiety about how close it was going to be. So I like really just needed to see how close it was going to be on the edge. And so I just went ahead and stitched all the way across the top of the first page. But I'll just do like a quick scroll by here. So there's that super glittery rainbow, which I think is showing up pretty well. You can also see the glitters. Man, these lights are good for the glitter. In the windows, in the castle, in the sun. And then we're getting into the first page, which you all have seen before. But, yeah, here she is in all her glory. She's going pretty well. She is my 4th zombie run piece. So to be honest, I've done the minimum on the other 3 for January and February and done the rest on this piece for both months because I don't know. And people ask sometimes, so yes, when I get done stitching all of these red lines, those threads will be pulled out. There's also a bunch of back stitching on this and French knots, and so some of those things will become much more detailed at the end when I do those, because I'm going to wait till the end to do all that. And you can call me crazy, but that's just what I'm going to do. Okay. Next up, Mcqueen, The Dark Queen of the Sea by Autumn Lane Stitchery. If you're offended by female anatomy, skip ahead. This is your warning. And I am behind on her, guys. My goal is to get caught up this month. I am going to get caught up by the end of this month on her because she's amazing and she deserves to be caught up. Da, da, da. So, I have a little bit of the coral left down here before I'm done on this part for now. And then if y'all haven't seen what she's about, she's got this is just difficult. Okay, so she's got magic that like comes all the way up and around her head, and there were options. You could do a skull or a magic ball here. I'm doing the magic ball. And then she's got like some super sweet like coral antlers that are on March's part, and then a crown, which I'm gonna make sparkly, of course. And it's got some like corners to start on like the border of the piece. And I am super loving it, and I'm super mad that I'm not caught up because it's amazing. I look through the pictures in that group and everyone has done their own little spins, and it's just so fun to look through, and I'm just so jealous of everyone who's caught up. What are you gonna do? Oh, I should tell you, this magic is in a toile. Man, y'all, I didn't realize how much of a difference these lights would make. But you can definitely see that sparkling from the toile on here. And so that's going to be a toile all the way up here. There's some treasure braid in the actual magic ball. Anyways, ain't she lovely? She's so good. She's so good. Erin's amazing. That's Erin Houston of Autumn Lane Stitchery. He's the artist behind this. He's fantastic. Okay. Next up, this is a model stitch that I'm doing. I've had this design made for actually like a long time, like probably 2 years, but I just have never gotten to stitching it, and I decided I was going to buckle down and I was going to start stitching it, and I wish I was further, but I'm just not. So I'll show you guys as it develops here. But I mean, if you're still like visiting my Flosstube channel after I've been away for so long, I feel like you kind of deserve to see the sneak peeks of the model stitches for the things that are going to be in the shop in case you're interested in them. So here you go. All right, I have just a couple little tiny bits of haul that I wanted to show you, just because this is what I could find. In just a second. Crinkle, crinkle. Hope you loved that. So first up, I got, this is Violet by Nora Corbett. It's the same series as Tiger Lily. It's the Pixie Couture collection. And I thought she would look real good on that same fabric. And I've got plenty of it. So I think that I'm going to, when I get done with Tiger Lily, I'm going to stick her on the same fabric next to her. Not like, I'll separate them for framing. I'm not trying to put them right next to each other, but I think she would look real good on there. So yes, I'm putting it back in the plastic. And then I was lucky enough to snag one of the Heaven and Earth Designs, what does she call it? Like grab bags. I guess occasionally she does this. I've never gotten one before, but she'll give you cuts of whatever size of fabric you request. And they throw in a few patterns. They don't, like, you don't choose the patterns, but they'll just give you a few. And just some other like little things that were cute, like a couple needle minders and some beeswax, like thread conditioner, and like a bracelet. It's like the Live Strong bracelets that we all used to have, you know, but it's like, it says hate on it. But anyways, so I was lucky enough to snag one of those packs, and I got the three charts that I got in it here. So the first one is this cute little design by Randall Spangler. This is mini reading time, so it's a mini chart. So, you know, like, actually, I might actually potentially do this one someday after I finish the like 8 other Hades I've already kitted. Then this is beautiful. It is beautiful. It has no background, which is kind of nice. It is huge. It is 615 by 763. Artwork by Gerard Van Spandonk. That's what we're gonna go with. So, I mean, you never know what's gonna happen. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. And then this last one is by Thomas Kincaid, and it's called A Peaceful Retreat. I will show it to you here. And it is beautiful. It's definitely Thomas Kincaid. This one is not my style. Like, definitely not my style. Like, I don't think I'll ever have a chance of stitching it. That last one with the flowers, like, likelihood is low, but I could see it. This one, it's just not in my cards, but I would be very happy to send it to one of y'all if you think that you would stitch this. It is 700 by 468 stitches. There are 89 colors. This is a large format paper pattern. If any of y'all think that you would like to do this someday, I'm happy to send it to you. If there's more than one person, I'll just randomly select one. And I don't know when I will get to my next Flosstube video, so if you want it, comment. Can't promise the next video will be soon, but the next video I have, I will draw for a winner of this chart. Winner chicken dinner. And y'all, I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that is everything that I have to share with you for now. I'm trying to think, did I finish anything since last time? I believe I showed you Frankenstein last time, right? I had Frankenstein done. Oh, I didn't have Christmas Carol done. It's not ironed. It's not ironed, but I have Christmas Carol by Stitching Book Club done. So here he is. It's a very teeny tiny. This is 46 count. So 1/2, 1/46 count. And of course I changed it to blues because that is just how I roll around Christmas time. It's a very sweet design. It is rolled up in my finished drawer just like everything else that I've stitched. Not everything. Sometimes I FFO things. And I finished the, what's it called? Phone wallet keys mask, which is just a little banner thing that Abby Top Knot Stitcher designed. I think she still has the patterns in her shop. It's cute. It's hanging on my door handle so that I can try to remember all of those things every time I leave the house. It doesn't always help, but sometimes it does catch me, so that's good. I think that's it, guys and gals and peoples. It was really nice to sit and chat with you guys. Thank you so much for coming back or finding me if you're just finding me. Yeah, I've missed doing this, so I'm glad I got to share with you. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I've been up to. And let me know, chat with me down below in the comments. I'll try to comment back. I actually haven't looked at YouTube comments in a pretty long time, so if you've commented on some old videos and I haven't gotten back to you, man, I'm sorry. It's just been weird. So thank you so much for stopping by.